in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Sweep to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wildcats racing to the line in a hurry up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Wildcats need to pick it up on 4th down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it in. It's Rogers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front of blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Moore to the air. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rushes on him. And as he throws. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Moore will throw. Dumps it to the back. working the middle of the field, and it's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Yeah, and a really good job by the QB understanding it. Seeing the running back, waiting for him to break. He runs the angle route, breaks inside, throws it right in front of him. Nice touch by the QB, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really important to have that touch too, David, because you got to remember these running backs, yeah, they've got good hands, but they're not stud wide receivers, so the location of the throw has to be good. And also, you got to put a little bit of touch on it, make it easy for them. If you make it easy, they'll make the catch and get you the first down.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off across the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to get it outside on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Moore to the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. That's it, fly. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to the running back. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The play action fake. Here's a heat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moore will throw. Turns it loose deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That's reeled in. It's Covey. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will boot away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Northwestern offense returns to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rutgers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And your Rutgers Scarlet Knights will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Fine play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's Napier. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The quick out. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Covey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they gamble in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Rutgers! And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So 1st down will open up the final period. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Covey. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point, it's a lot about pride for this offense. They're just trying to find a way to get on the board. They have been shut out. And that last incompletion, I mean, they're now trying to take shots and see if they can just come up with something. I don't even know if they believe they can get it done. It just feels obligatory, guys, at this point. Let's just throw it up and see if something good can happen.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Valentine. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quickly to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
An offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get 1st downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And the route is off.
had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Moore to the air. Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Right on target this time. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
Timeout, Northwestern.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Nice move there. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying to get the corner. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always...
Going for it all. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Northwestern offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense. Because today...
He's going for a big play downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. I mean, are you so worried about what could go wrong on 4th down that you're going to try to punt on 3rd down in case of, I don't know, bad snap or something? And he goes absolutely nowhere. The return will lose yards. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hudson. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you